started and owned Odell's Furniture, and then moved and kind of got into some other furniture businesses. For example, Young's Furniture, and then he sold that several years ago. And when he bought this building about 10 and a half, 11 years ago, he'll tell you this story, and it's actually kind of funny. I've heard it about 50 times. He always makes mention that when he bought this, his children thought he was kind of a little crazy. The store, for probably about the size of a high school, filled with new and used furniture. And then there are times when we first started, junk was kind of not necessarily offensive, but it was like, it's not junk. But now, a lot of the times when people call to say, hey, we're about the size of a high school filled with new and used furniture or just stuff, junk. Wherever we can find a spot for something, we just try to kind of fill it up with something. It's an everyday process, moving things, kind of changing things. And so when people leave, if they're looking for something particular, we always tell them to check back, just because it's an everyday process where we're getting in something new, where a lot of stuff's going out. The store's changing every day. The designers and then the ladies that come in here, the way they tie these pieces of furniture in with their houses and then in their clients' houses, they just have a way of making it look absolutely beautiful. People ask us all the time, like, where do you get all of this stuff? As far as phone calls, texts, email, and then people bringing stuff in on a daily basis. We just never know what we're going to get in. We never know what phone call we're going to get and where we're going to go. So it really just kind of depends. Whatever we can see, I mean, maybe making $1 or $2 on, we try to get our hands on. And then it's kind of neat to see what comes in and goes out. Just recently, we had a gentleman call us from Pocatello, and he had some stuff down in his barn that he was just trying to get rid of, trying to clean. And so we went down there and took a look at some of the pieces of furniture, and it actually dated back to kind of the, early 1900s. It's always kind of hard to tell. We try to do our research on a lot of the items, but it's just neat to see some of the old pieces come in versus some of the new pieces. If you were to come in, hopefully just because of all the stuff that's in here, hopefully, all the walking around that you did, hopefully you'll come back. And then also, maybe in your conversation at dinner, someone you'll mention to them like, hey, if you need something, I'll go to Hidden Treasures, they've got a bunch of stuff. And that's really why we're still here, is because of word of mouth advertisement. Just by you telling your family members, friends, and then they come down and they always tell us it's their first time, and then they tell someone. So really, we have the public and you guys to thank. That's the real reason why we're still here. Probably the most rewarding about working here is someone coming back and the hugs that you get. And so I would definitely say it's the friendships and the people that we've got to know.